Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Marcial. I hope you're having a wonderful day and you had a wonderful weekend and you're ready to get started to learn because we're here to learn. So here we go. I am going to share my screen with you so that I can go over what we are going to do today. So let's look at Miss Marcial's PowerPoint when it loads. Come on, come on, come on. Here it goes. All right. Today, what will we do? We will identify the central idea of a narrative nonfiction story, how we will review a central idea anchor chart, identify how to find the central idea within a story, and watching this video. And why? Because identifying the central idea helps us understand what we are reading. So moving on to our next thing is what central idea is. Oh, where's Miss? Oh, no. There it is. What central idea is, first we have to pick the topic. This is the person or the thing that the text is about. Okay, so topic and central idea, they're kind of similar, but kind of not. Topic is the person or the thing that we are talking about in this book. The central idea is the big idea, the main idea that the readers need to take away from it. So maybe the book is about alligators. Okay, well, what about alligators? Well, it's about where they live, what they eat, and what they do. Okay, but how do we know that? Details, we have to have supporting evidence. So when we say supporting evidence, we're like I said, okay, our topic was alligators and our central idea was where they live, what they eat, and what they do. But how do I know that? What if you're telling somebody random, oh, this book here is about alligators and whatever it is, and it's about what they eat, what they drink, and what they do. They're gonna say, okay, well, how do you know that? Well, you have to have details. Well, on page 1, they said that they eat meat. And on page 3, it says that they like to sit and chill in the water. So things that are said in the story that support that it's about what alligators and alligators do, what they eat. So look right here. This supporting evidence has to support the central idea. We have to be able to say, this is what it's about, and this is details. We can't just say, oh, this book was about alligators. You have to find, okay, well, what about alligators? All right, so we are moving on to a book, and this book is called Introducing Planet Earth. So what do you think the topic is about? It's probably about Earth, right? Well, what do you think our central idea is going to be about? What the main big idea, what the author wants you to take away from this book? I don't really know, but do you think we need to read the book to find out? Yes, we know that the topic is going to be about Earth, right? Okay, so here we go. Introducing Planet Earth. Let me introduce myself. I am Planet Earth. I am the luckiest planet in our solar system. I can support life. Look at Mercury, so close to the sun. Hot, hot, hot. Even one of the desert rats could not live in that heat. Could dwarf planet Pluto sit so far from the sun? Cold dwarf planet Pluto sits so far from the sun. Brr. How could you like to be a frozen popsicle planet? Not me. I have all the things that life needs: land, water, air, and energy from the sun. I have 5 oceans. I have 5 oceans, 7 huge pieces of lands called continents. And on land, I even have lakes and rivers filled with fresh water that plants and animals need. I spin like a top so that all living things have a day and night. People call this rotating. I'm getting dizzy. Try this. Want to see what makes day and night? Get a flashlight and a friend to be the sun, and you be the earth. Earth spins around slowly. It's daytime on the side of your body facing the sun, and it's nighttime on the side turned away from the sun. Because I am round like a ball, sunlight hits me unevenly. This makes parts of me hot and parts of me cold. My fat belly gets the most direct sunlight, so it is the hottest along my belt. This area is called the equator. If you look right here, it says, I live in my own jungle gym. Look at the gorgeous tropical rainforest along my middle, where his belt is. The North and South poles get the least direct sunlight. So if there's the North and South pole get no sunlight, what do you think is going to be? Do you think it's going to be cold or hot? It's probably going to be cold. The sun's rays are weaker here than at my equator. These areas are my coldest. Whether it's hot, cold, or in between, creatures live all over me. Whee! I go body sledding every day. People live on all of my continents. A few even live around the South Pole in Antarctica. Most people live in my milder parts where they can build homes and grow crops. People travel all over my planet. Long ago, people got lost when sailing across my oceans. They needed a way to identify locations. That means figure out where they were. So they invented a global grid or lines that cross each other to form points anywhere on Earth. The lines that run north and south are longitude lines, and the lines running east and west are latitude lines. This grid tells people where they are. I live in Tucson, Arizona, 32 north latitude by 111 west longitude. When I appear as a globe, I must wear the global grid. Oh, I almost forgot. I am tilted too. As I travel around the sun during my year-long trip, I stay in my tilt, and sometimes I tilt toward the sun, and sometimes away from it. My tilt creates seasons. In January, my top half or northern half is tilted away from the sun. That's winter. When children in the northern half go sledding at the same time, the southern half is pointed toward the sun. It's summer there. Yay, it's January and I get to go swimming. When I get halfway around the sun, it's July and I'm still tilted, but this time my northern half is tilted toward the sun and it's summer. My southern half is pointed away from the sun and it's winter there. I am a fair planet. I give each of my half seasons an equal amounts of sunlight. They just get it at different times of the year. To all my creatures on earth, I make you a promise. I will rotate every 24 hours to give you daytime and nighttime. I will continue to tilt to give you seasons. I will travel around the sun once each year, and I will do these things for billions of years to come. I am a planet that you can trust. Not me. I have to take care of all my living things. They depend on me. Around and around the sun every year, it's the same old routine. I'm so bored. All right, boys and girls. So let's go back and let's look at our PowerPoint. And what I want you to do is I want you to get out a piece of paper and a pencil. Put this video on pause so that we can go ahead and do that. All right, so you should be ready. I don't want you to write anything yet, but I want you to say it out loud. Guys and girls, what do you think the topic was about? What was the topic about? Mostly about the what? About what? Say it out loud. Planet Earth. If you said planet Earth, you got it right. Yes, so if you look right here, I'm going to put planet Earth because that was our topic. But what was the central idea? What was the central idea? What was this mostly about? I want you to think about that. we learned about how the earth helps us and how the earth rotates. But most importantly, how earth helps us, right? And how earth works to help us. That's how earth works to help us. So we could also say how earth provides for us, what it does, how it turns, but mostly how earth works to help us. But that's what we mainly learned about, right? So because we have our topic and our central idea, I want you, and this is your lesson, you are going to support that evidence. How does the earth help us in one way? I'm going to write it here. On number 1. It spins to give, it spins to give us night and day. That is 1. Now I want you to write one more detail from the book that earth helps us. What does it do? I said it spins to give us night and day. And then what else does it do? What else does it do? Let's go back and look at the book. I am the luckiest planet in our solar system. I can support life. Look at Mercury, so close to the sun. Hot, hot, hot. Even one of my desert rats could not live in the heat. So is it close? Super, 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 super close to the sun? No. What happens if, would we be able to live if we were like super, 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 super close to the sun? No, we would all, it would be bad. We wouldn't be able to live. There are some other, this is how the earth helps us. I'm giving you some more ideas. I have all things life needs: land, water, air, and energy from the sun. I gave you 3 things that you could write. I only want you to write 1. This is what I want you to write. Supporting evidence, you should have 2. If you choose to write mine, that's fine, but you have to find one on your own. If you can write 2. If you want to say, Miss Marcel, I don't need your help, I can find 2 of them, 2 pieces of evidence on my own. That's fine. Remember, this evidence, it's not just random facts in the book. It's books that support, it's evidence. It's things that were said in the book that support how earth works to help us. That was our central idea. We're not just picking random things. We need to find 2 reasons why earth helps us, how earth helps us. All right, so what did we do today? We identified the central idea of a narrative nonfiction story. We reviewed the central idea through an anchor chart and through this video. And why did we do this? Because identifying the central idea helps us understand what we are reading. We'll see you later. Bye.